Started. Good afternoon. We'll start today, same format as this morning. We'll have Chief Scott Anderson from the Troutdale Police Department speak first, and then Linda Florence, the Superintendent of the Reynolds School District, will talk, and then Mayor Doug Doust, Troutdale City Mayor, will be up after that.
Unfortunately, we had a very tragic incident this morning at Reynolds High School. One student is deceased as a result of a lone gunman who entered the school. The lone gunman was also deceased at the scene. We are in the process of notifying the next of kin for both. We have tentatively identified the shooter, but we're not confident enough at this point to reveal the details. I can tell you that the weapon that was used is a rifle. In addition, one teacher was injured with non-life-threatening injuries. The teacher was treated at the scene. Not related to this incident, and during the evacuation process, a gun was found on one person. This is not believed to be a part of the incident. That person was taken into custody. The investigation will take some time, as you can imagine, and we have several tactical teams working through this investigation at this time. For reunification for the families, we have located a spot at Wood Village Fred Meyer for parents to respond to pick up their kids. I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies that came to assist us, as well as the non-governmental agencies such as the Trauma Intervention Program. There will be several days of healing and ongoing attention given to the students and the staff and anybody impacted by this tragedy. I also want to thank Superintendent Florence. We have 2 school resource officers at Reynolds High School. They were the first responders, and they responded immediately. They and another tactical team brought this to conclusion, and I can't thank them enough. Now I'd like to introduce the Superintendent, Linda Florence.
This is such a tragedy. My heart goes out to the individuals involved and to their parents. I too want to especially thanks to our first responders. Those are our school resource officers. And for our students and staff who did some real quick thinking and went into lockdown within seconds of hearing about the active shooter. I also want to thank our students and staff and teachers who did an excellent job, a calm job of evacuating the school today, and for implementing all of our safety procedures that we have at the school. Parents are meeting their students at our Fred Meyer Wood Village parking lot and being checked out with our school staff. Students who need mental health, someone to talk to. We have lots of counselors available. And for students who are already at home and need some additional help, I have a phone number for them to call. Multnomah County Mental Health at 503-988-4888. Later today, we'll be also notifying our parents and students of school closure. There are some things that we will have to do, some work that has to be involved, and so later on today we will be notifying them of that. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Doug Doust, the mayor of Troutdale. This has been a very unsettling day for our precious city. I've been on the cell phone all morning long with the national news media. As you can imagine, they've shown quite a bit of interest in what's going on in this small city, suburb of Portland. I've been on the phone constantly with media back east. I really want to say, though, that, and I shared with them, that I'm very impressed with how the police handled this whole operation. I think going through a dry run a few months ago helped, and the school police officers helped a lot. But I am very impressed with the cooperation amongst all the police departments that showed up, and there were a lot of them. I was watching on the news to see how many police departments showed up along with the sheriff's department. So my heart goes out to all the families, and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll have another media briefing tentatively set for 4 p.m. this afternoon, same location. We'll let you know once we confirm that. I do have a few things. Reunifying students with parents, again, is occurring at the Wood Village Fred Meyer parking lot. The parents, if you're looking for more information about your students or have not been able to contact your student, you can contact the Reynolds School District. Their main number is 503-661-7200. But that is where we are taking the students to reunify with parents, and we'll be at the location until we make sure everybody has connected. The Troutdale Police Department has set up a tip line for witnesses or anyone that that saw part of the incident or knows information about the incident. That number is 503-250-7943. Witnesses can call that line. It is staffed, so there will be somebody there. The Multnomah County Crisis Line is also available for those having mental health crises or dealing with the traumatic experience. And that number, again, as Linda mentioned, is 503-988-4888. Now, we also have a team set up at the Mount Hood Community College that is now in place, and from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., crisis counselors will be at the Mount Hood Gymnasium. If people want to stop by and talk with one of the mental health counselors, they're made up of the Multnomah County Health Department, the FBI Victims Assistance Team, as well as the Reynolds School District and the Trauma Intervention Program volunteers. They also have people there as well. That runs from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. today, and then it's going to reopen and be available 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow for anyone that wants to drop in and talk with a crisis counselor. They are available. There's been a lot of misinformation about when the people can get their vehicles, their backpacks out of the lot or from the school. At this point in time, the investigation is continuing. We do not expect to be able to be releasing vehicles, backpacks until much later, probably tomorrow at this point. So please, once we know, we will announce that via the Reynolds School District as well as through the Troutdale Police Agency and Multnomah County Sheriff's Office flash alert.
Can you just clarify that there was a lone gunman? We've been hearing reports that were possibly more shooters.
I can confirm there was one shooter. One shooter. The shooter is deceased, and we're in the process of identifying that person and making notifications. So once that's done, then we can give you more details later on today.
Whether he's a student?
At this point, we're still confirming the identification of the individual. Once we know that, then we can give you further details. That will be later on today.
Where was this other arrest made? The other person was arrested on a firearm violation.
My understanding during the course of the evacuation, unrelated to the incident, a person was located that had a firearm on them. They were taken into custody uneventfully, and it is unrelated to this incident entirely.
Where though? Because we have pictures of a guy at a clinic on 257 Drive.
Okay, I'll work on details for that later on today, and we'll confirm the arrest location. One more question here. What?
Was the shooter shot by police?
Those details will come out later today once we have more information and we're available and have it confirmed to give to you. It's a long, lengthy investigation. We're in that phase now, and right now we're also concentrating on reuniting students with their parents and making sure they have resources available if they need them. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you later today. 4 o'clock is a tentative next start for the next briefing. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when we talk later on today. Thank you. Thank you.